There we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you for everyone joining us here in attendance, and thank you to everybody watching us streaming worldwide. We appreciate your patience as we get this press conference started now. I'm Christina Poncher. Welcome to our press conference to kick off our November 8th boxing card here from Norfolk, Virginia. Joining me on the stage is Vice President of Boxing Operations from Top Rank, Carl Moretti, and the Mayor of Norfolk, Kenny Alexander. Thank you guys for being here. Carl, I'll get started with you. A fantastic card that we are bringing to Norfolk and to the Scope Arena, an arena that has a history in boxing, the likes of Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, and now Keyshawn Davis. How big is this for us in Top Rank?
Thank you, Christina. Hello 757 in Virginia. It's a pleasure to be down here finally with Keyshawn as a main event. About 40 pounds ago and a full head of hair 30 years ago, I was working with Pernell Whitaker, and it's just so great to be back, and it's going to be like old times again. We can't wait.
And for you, Mayor Alexander, since this card was announced, all three Davis brothers, Keyshawn, Kelvin, and Keon, being on the same card and bringing boxing back to Norfolk, what's the buzz been like in the city since this was announced?
Very exciting to have the brothers to fight at home in Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk has a very proud history as a boxing arena, starting with Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. But more importantly, Norfolk has a long history hosting professional sports. You may remember the American Basketball Association was hosted here. Dr. J, Julius Ervin, as well as professional minor league sports. So Norfolk is home to professional sports. The Norfolk Tides, it's home to Norfolk, the Norfolk Admirals, and many collegial teams are here. So we are very excited, we're very thrilled to have the brothers fighting at home here in the beautiful Norfolk, Virginia.
All right, the card is going down on November 8th from the Scope Arena. It will be streamed live on ESPN+. Ticket information will be released soon, so make sure you're following on all Top Rank socials, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, etc., to get ticket information, which will be posted soon for our spectacular card. And Carl, it's not only DB3 on the card, right? But we've just announced a spectacular co-main event and some young talent on the card as well.
Yeah, we'll go from top to bottom with really future champions and future stars in addition to the Davis boys. A world title fight featuring Brian Norman against Derrieck Cuevas in the opener, Abdullah Mason, just guys from around the state. And, you know, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., you're just going to see nothing but future stars in the sport, and that's what we love doing in these hometowns.
And Mayor Alexander, I heard that Keyshawn's making a run these next couple of days. He's going to go to a high school football game. He's going to be out at a college game. So he's really cemented himself as one of the faces of Norfolk and for the years to come.
Keyshawn and the Davis brothers, they love Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk means so much to them, and they mean so much to Norfolk. They are active, they are vibrant, they're in the community, they're giving back, they're paying it forward. So it's not unusual to see the brothers throughout the city giving back and participating in their hometown.
All right, well, let's have them participate now in the press conference. What do you say? I know they've been waiting eagerly backstage to get started, so I'm going to bring them out. Everybody come to the stage now. Please welcome Keon, Kelvin, Keyshawn, and special guest Troy Isley. DB3 is in the house. Let's go, guys. Bring them out. But give it up for them. Let's go, let's go. Right there, Troy. There they are. Yes. Keon there, Kelvin and Keyshawn here right in the middle. And Keyshawn, before we get started, I'm just going to give you the floor quickly. We'll get into the Q&A in a minute, but you're center stage there. You're sitting next to the mayor. We're here in Norfolk. What does it mean to you to be here bringing this fight card to the city?
Man, it's an honor, man. Appreciate everybody coming here, man. All glory to God, first of all, but it's an honor, man. Top Rank being here, putting on this show for us, for the town, for us, for the 757. It's going to be a Michael Jordan story, November 8th.
Or an AI story, maybe an Allen Iverson, right? Repping Norfolk. Now, speaking of repping Norfolk, before we get to the Q&A portion, we have a special guest joining us, and I'm going to give the mic to Carl Moretti for this special introduction, little surprise for you guys.
Thanks, Christina. So way back when Pernell was in his prime, and I just want to acknowledge his nephew, Twan, and Dominique, for coming out, and his son. You guys always be in our hearts and everything
Thank
like
you.
that. You know, Pete went to Booker T. Washington High School, and he went all through grade school and high school with another guy, and I'll call him a guy just for now. But you'll see nowadays when these guys are tweeting, and especially Keyshawn, he's always got a hashtag that says chasing greatness. Well, before Twitter was around and social media, which when the world was normal, this guy chased greatness. He caught it and he devoured it. And from Booker T. Washington to Virginia Tech to the Buffalo Bills, the three greatest defensive players in the NFL, arguably, are Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, and this guy, Hall of Famer, let me bring him out, from Norfolk, Virginia, who's represented it his whole life, Bruce Smith.
Give it up for Bruce Smith.
Bruce looks like you can line up right now.
I literally said the same thing to him, Carl, when we were backstage. You can come here if you'd like. You want to take
Good afternoon. Man, this is exciting, man. Congratulations to the brothers, Davis brothers. You know, we've been waiting for this for a long time. As Carl mentioned, Purnell and I were like brothers. Booker T. Washington High School, we supported each other back and forth. Coming up when we had our young professional careers, I would travel around all over the country to his fights. He would come to my games for support. Lou Duva would make sure I was there when there were big fights getting ready to take place, because he knew how important our relationship was. And now to have these young men representing the city of Norfolk and putting us back on the map in terms of the sport of boxing, I just think it's outstanding.
Keyshawn.
Thank you.
I mean, you talk about chasing greatness. You have the all-time NFL sack leader right here. You have the mayor to your left coming to your city.
Yeah, word, man.
You know, representing you, and you right up there in line with these guys. And he's telling you you're up next. What does that feel like?
It means a lot, man. Coming up as a kids, we used to hear about guys like him. You know, Mike Vick, him, AI, Pharrell, Pusha, like a lot of them guys. And now that it's a new generation, we filling their shoes for once where they was at. It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? It was God's plan, and we here living it out.
And he, like you, has that killer instinct. Obviously, he can't sack any of his opponents like you did to so many quarterbacks in the NFL, but I think you guys share that commonality, that killer instinct, that when you see you got an opening or a guy hurt, you go in there and take it. Would you say that that's an accurate assessment?
It's 100% accurate. Either you have it or you don't. You can find a way to kind of encourage it out of a person, but this young man's got it. He is, you know, there's a saying in sports called it. He's got it.
Well, you certainly still got it.
Yeah.
I got to get a pair of those shoes. If you know about the Air Veers, or you know about his shoes back in the day, I mean, those were like the hottest thing for all the young football players. Maybe we can get you to walk out with a pair of those. Get him signed. He'll fight in. Why not? He can fight in whatever. Bruce, thank you so very much for being here and for joining us. It's truly an honor, and I hope we see you fight week here in Norfolk as well.
Oh, I'm going to be here.
You'll be front row.
Yeah.
You'll sit next to Bob Arum, I'm
yeah.
sure, right, Carl?
Ringside, yeah.
He's got any tickets he wants.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations,
Thank
man. Good luck to you guys. And, 757, bro.
Give it up
get it
for
done.
the Hall of Famer, the legend, Bruce Smith. Bruce, thank you so much for being here. Yes, that's amazing. Now we'll get started with the Q&A portion of our press conference, and then we'll keep you guys a little bit later than expected. I really appreciate it. Troy, for you, I was talking to Keyshawn before. You're right? Yeah. I said if there was a DB4 or an honorary member of DB3, it would probably be you. Your relationship to these guys is something special, going back 10 plus years, amateur days, Olympics. Just talk about how much it means to you to be on this card, sitting up here with these guys who you also consider brothers.
It means a lot. Everything we're doing now, we talked about, growing up as kids. So, that is coming to fruition. It means a lot. And, these my brothers right here. We've been with each other every step of the way. And, I'm very blessed to be fighting on a card with them.
Yeah, and you're going to be bringing a crowd of your own, too. I mean, you're from not too far away from here, Alexandria. You were up in D.C., this whole area. So I expect a bunch of Transformer fans in the audience as well.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. But I got some Norfolk family too. So it's gonna be lit for sure.
Ticket prices, I was going to tell him, but we'll deal with that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that momentarily. And look, for you too, a big year for you, 2024. You've had some signature wins. Against Tyler Howard, another tough competitor.
Yeah.
You've kind of crossed over to that contender status. Yeah. I mean, you get past Tyler. I mean, you got to be up there for some of the best fights this year with what you've been able to do.
Being around them, because coming to the pros, I kind of lost my confidence, so to say. So, being around these three people, them telling me, I'm good enough, I shouldn't doubt myself. So, being around these three people, the last three camps, have helped so much. And and y'all wouldn't even know.
Well, we've seen your confidence grow, and that's reflected into your performances that we've seen in the ring as of late. We'll hear more from you, of course, from Fight Week. But before I let you go, today's Troy's birthday, everybody. So let's wish happy birthday to Troy. He's working on his birthday like a true professional. We appreciate you being here.
Sir.
I'm sure your brothers appreciate you being up here with them.
Of course.
And we're really looking forward to November 8th.
Yes, me too. It's going to be a show. Y'all definitely want to tune in. All of us going to put on the show, and you don't want to miss out.
All right. Thank you so much, Troy. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would let you sing, but, we're a little bit pressed for time. So, Keon, how you doing? This is the first for you up here now, isn't it? You're getting ready to make your pro debut on a card alongside your brothers. Long awaited, yes, absolutely. A big smile from you. Has it hit you yet that this has finally happened? And this is a moment I'm sure you've been waiting for, watching your brothers in the professional ranks, and now it's your turn.
It's a great opportunity, to be here. First, I want to thank God, thank Top Rank, thank ESPN. But it's gonna be a great night. I'm making my pro debut. I'm coming for the stoppage. I'm coming to knock somebody out.
And I'll kind of flow back and forth between the three of you. As the elder statesman of the crew, Keon, to have your little brother. Or Kelvin, to have your little brother Keon to your right and Keyshawn to your left. This has to be something special when you guys used to sit around the dinner table and talk about moments like this. And now you're all going to be performing at the Scope. You got, Mayor Alexander sitting here to your left. Is this truly something that you guys have dreamed about since you were young?
It's truly a blessing. We definitely talked about this when we were kids. Dreamed about it, and it's finally here. It's kind of didn't hit me yet. For real. It's like, we really bringing it to Norfolk 757. It haven't been done since Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, and then we just trying to lead off of what he has set for us. We got his family out here supporting, and the legacy gonna live on through us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take over and just try to keep bringing everything to the 757 and Norfolk Scoop.
I want to. Is there a fourth, or it's just three? Because I wanted to introduce our co-promoter, who's really the patriarch of DB3, who's enjoying herself a well-deserved cruise, and that's Wanda Davis, their mom.
Shout out to
and
Mama Davis.
Keyshawn's sister's here. And anytime we have, a small problem or a question or something like that, their advisor is, she'll say that. He goes, don't worry about it, just tell Wanda. And Wanda squashes it, and we got no issues after that. So that's how we're going to roll, but, all good with that.
And Kelvin, you spoke on it for just a minute, but you have some early on memories of fighting in this area and of Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, an amateur tournament. We were talking about that story earlier on, that connection there.
Right. Growing up, we had the amateur tournaments right at Fairline, not too far from here. Sweet Pea used to come to our fights and watch us and just see the amateur talent. And he used to give us little few pointers after our fights and just tell us little things to get better. So that was a blessing, and we got a legend coming to watch us fight as an amateur and telling us just little things to do in the ring. Me as a kid, I wasn't understanding how impactful or who he really was. I just know he was a famous boxer, you know what I'm saying? But now, today, looking back on that, it was just like, that was huge for us.
And Keyshawn, if I can bring you in now, for you, your first main event, and you heard your brother Kelvin just now talking about how maybe he didn't understand the scope of Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker's, legacy at that time. There's going to be young kids watching you right now that maybe don't even grasp or understand, not only the greatness that you possess, but what your impact could be on this city. And Mayor Alexander spoke to that, briefly earlier. But have you really came to think about what this moment not only could mean for your city and you, but for the youth and everyone coming in and watching you too?
Oh yeah, definitely. This event right here is bigger than us, bigger than all of us on here on the stage. This event, I want to reach out as much people that I can, so people from this town, from the 7 cities, know like you can make it from here. Like it's resources out here you can make it from. We bringing more resources out here, including the gym that kids can start coming to and stuff like that. But I want the 7 cities. Even going to Richmond, from where Troy from, going down Alexandria, Virginia, I want this to reach so much people that I want the seven cities to be on the map, like a Atlanta, like a New York, like a Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So.
And Mayor Alexander, really, that's what it's about, right? Not only getting to a platform, he did that with the silver medal in the Olympics, being able to put it, but now coming back here and then giving back to the city.
Absolutely. When Keyshawn and I, we met for dinner, and he had a plan. He had a vision. So this announcement today was part of his long-term plan to bring professional boxing back to scope to Norfolk, Virginia, but more importantly, for Virginia. And so we're very proud of his initiative, but more importantly, his commitment to the 757 and especially to his hometown, the city of Norfolk. He's very committed, very dedicated, and he's driven to make a difference in the lives of others.
Yeah, and just to follow up on that, with Keyshawn, everybody can dream about success. The difference with Keyshawn is he's worked every day to be successful. He just didn't dream about it. He puts the work in every day when he's training, when he's not training. He does the right thing all the time, and he's worked on it every day to be where he is today, headlining a main event in his hometown.
And, you guys, Kelvin and Keon, can speak to that as well because you've put in the work as a family since you were young. Keon, for you turning pro, getting ready to turn pro, what made you most feel prepared for this moment to say, okay, this is the time, this is the date, this is the card that I want to, get rid of that headgear and change my glove size and turn pro?
I just feel like it's the perfect time. My brother home doing his first homecoming, and I just feel like it'll be perfect doing it with my brothers on the same card as them, and it's gonna be great.
And Kelvin, you're undefeated. You're continuing to move up the ranks as well in a very tough division. What should the fans that are in attendance who we want to come out and buy tickets for the Scope November 8th expect from you?
You can expect fireworks. We fighting home. I'm real comfortable at home, so whoever coming in this territory getting knocked out.
Before I get a little more fight specific, Carl, you've seen so many talented fighters come through the ranks at Top Rank. What is it that makes Keyshawn so special?
When we signed him a couple of years ago, we spoke about achieving this goal of getting to the main event status and headlining in Norfolk. And he's done everything that was asked of him and then some. And when you compare him to Pernell Whitaker, U.S. Olympic boxing medalist, going to fight for the world title in 15 fights or less, worried about where he's from and always doing the right thing for 757. And what Bruce alluded to about having it, well, there's also that saying is, who got next? Well, it was Bruce Smith, and then it was Michael Vick, and then it was Allen Iverson, and then it was Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, all Hall of Famers and all achieving greatness on the field, in the court, or in the boxing ring. Well, guess who's got next? This guy's got next, Keyshawn Davis.
And he's got next in his toughest test to date, I'd say, the 10-rounder against Gustavo Lemos, Argentinian puncher, heavy hitter. You said it yourself. I'm taking on my toughest test to date in the main event, in my hometown. The stage is set for you to take your game to the next level. Is that what you feel you're going to do? I know you haven't shown all that you're capable of yet.
Yes. I handpicked this opponent because I knew he could fight. You know what I'm saying? He a good fighter, but I'm a dangerous fighter, man. Like when I'm in that ring, I'm very dangerous. Like can't nobody really if you come with that, I'm going to come with that too. You know what I'm saying? So just know, Gustavo Lemos, when he come here in Norfolk, he going to try all that extra stuff. Y'all know how we rock out here, man. Norfolk, we is not going for none of that. I'm going to tone it right on down, and we're going to have a fun night that night, November 8th on the Friday, man. And again, I'd like to thank everybody that came out, man. Just a quick little summary of how we got here, man. I can say our story really started when my big brother Kelvin left boxing, and life things. And once he left boxing, the pressure kind of fell on me and Keon just to keep it going more so. And that led us to Alexandria, Virginia, where me, Troy, and Keon really started getting really closer. So 2018 all the way to 2021, I was out there for 3 years in Alexandria, Virginia. Within that time, Kelvin left boxing, but he started to get himself back into it. And around the Olympics time, that's when we came to Top Rank 2021 to sign together, Top Rank for the ESPN. And man, ever since we signed with Top Rank on ESPN, man, we've been just getting better and better. We trained alongside Bomac, Terrence Crawford team. We really couldn't ask for nothing better, man. God blessed us with this dream, and we turned into a vision. And we just living it out, man. And it's really a blessing. Troy here, like I said, we've been knowing each other for 16 years plus. And my brothers, man, it can't really get no better than this. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what God wanted.
Only way it could get better is if the three of you go in there, do your thing on November 8th, and walk out victorious.
We'll do our thing.
For sure.
That's right. I'd like to thank you all so much for being here and for your time. Troy, happy birthday. Keyshawn, before I let you go, you're a new daddy. You're a new father. And I'd like to say congratulations on behalf of your ESPN and Top Rank family. Your son born September 1st. Time to take it up a notch. Now you have a motivation coming from a parent and myself like you've never had before to achieve greatness. So congratulations.
Thank you for sure.
Happy birthday, Troy, Keon, Kelvin. We will see you guys back here for Fight Week. Mayor Alexander, I'm sure we will see you again when we're back in here early November. I appreciate your time today.
TV3, man.
Thank you so very much. We're gonna pose everybody for some pictures. For Carl Moretti, our entire Top Rank team, ESPN, I'm Christina Poncher. Thank you for joining us. Ticket information on sale soon. It's going down November 8th from the Scope Arena live on ESPN+. We'll see you in early November. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.